So are you sick of colds and flu? Do you have terrible sinusitis, hay fever? I tell you, I used to have the worst hay fever all my life. Every time it was springtime, I'd be sneezing all the time, eyes running. I tried every different thing you could possibly imagine to try and get better. And then later in life, I found I just got one cold after another, one flu after another. I was just constantly having problems with my respiratory. And then I started getting really severe sinusitis. I get so blocked up, sometimes I couldn't breathe. It was awful. Anyway, so I went to this yoga ashram where I did some training, and they showed us one day how to use the neti pot. So you can get lots of different types. This is just a plastic one. I like this because you can travel with it, and it's easy, it's small. I can take it everywhere. I don't go anywhere without it. And then I just keep some salt. I just keep it in a little container for, because then I've got my little kit. So with the salt, you just want about a quarter of a teaspoon. So I just shake some into my hand. Looks like that. So a quarter of a teaspoon of salt. So Himalayan salt is really good. And then just put that into your little watering can. And then heat up some water until it's the temperature of your blood. So blood temperature. Now, the way to test that is you just pour it over your wrist. You think, could I put a baby in that? So if you think it's not too hot, not too cold, then that's the right temperature. This is perfect. So then I just pour it into my little watering can. Now don't forget that any videos or anything that you learn here, if you find it helps you and you think it could help other people, please don't be shy, just like, share, and of course don't forget to subscribe. Now, so then you just mix it up with your finger, okay? And I want to tell you, when the first time I used this, I couldn't believe it. So we were at the ashram, there was 54 of us, and we all went outside, we were all using the neti pot. I'll show you in a minute. And afterwards, for the first time, I could breathe really deeply and clearly. I could just breathe. I mean, I never went anywhere without at least 4 tissues in my pocket. And for the first time in my entire life, I could just breathe. And I was 47 at the time. I couldn't believe it. Oh my goodness. And I just thought, why don't people know about this? Anyway, so and what I found since, because I've been a teacher for a long time, like in a classroom as well, and all the other teachers would get sick, the students would get sick, and I never did. So I was always having to, relieve for other teachers that were away. They're not always a benefit, but yeah, I'd rather that than not. Okay, so what you do, you've mixed it up, and then I think you can see me over there. Yeah. So then you have to keep your mouth open. And you pour it in one nostril and let it drip out the other. So it will start as a drip and then it will start to flow. So I'll just demonstrate in a ladylike fashion. Excuse me. All right, so keep your mouth open and let it drip through. So the idea is that you do it the whole way on one side and then you refill it and do the whole way on the other. So it's a part of my daily morning routine. I just do it in the shower. It takes like 1 minute to do. And if on the occasion I do get a cold, and I mean occasionally, and I started using this in 2013, and I've probably had, I don't know, one cold every 2 or 3 years, and when I've looked at it, there's been a lot of other things going on, emotionally, mentally, which is why I've got the cold. But yeah, you just do it first thing in the morning, make it a part of your routine, and you just won't believe it. Like, everyone else will get sick around you, and you don't. So it's an incredibly powerful thing. Now, if you do get sick or you get a cold or anything like that, you can use it more than once a day. I know the last time that I got a cold, I used it first thing in the morning, and then I was using it again a couple hours later before breakfast, after my yoga, and then I'd do it again at lunchtime, then I'd do it again in the evening before I went to sleep. So I was doing it like 3 or 4 times a day, and then I just got rid of that cold within 3 days. So yeah, it's good stuff. Try it out. Nothing to lose whatsoever. You can buy this stuff online, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Let me know how you go. Namaste.